Hi, you're watching Velo News TV. I'm Neil Rogers here in Plumalec at the finish of Stage 1 of the 2008 Tour de France. I'm with Columbia, Team Columbia's owner Bob Stapleton. Bob, a little bit of a heartbreaker there. We were standing near each other in the Espace Press. We saw Kim Kerrigan go. Talk a little bit about what was going through your emotions there in the last kilometer.
Well, I thought he had it, but you know, Valverde, he certainly earned that victory. He came, probably gained 50 meters in the last 150. Great job. But, you know, this race is far from over. I like the way our team rode today. You saw them all at the front. They really controlled the last 10 kilometers. They rode well. Kim showed he's strong. You know, the whole team was there. So I like what I saw today quite a bit. And Valverde clearly saying, you know, he's here to play. So I think it's an exciting start to the Tour.
You know, talk a little bit about the team selection for the race. I mean, how involved with the Tour team were you? I mean, do you leave that completely up to your directors? Do you have a little bit of a say?
No, you know, I stick my nose in all the personal decisions, but, you know, I got to defer to the judgment of the guys who are the real experts. I mean, All Dog's done 9 tours. He was really the captain of the team on the road for many years. He had the tactical experience in the sprints and the overall strategy. And, you know, Piper, Holm, Piva, they're all quite experienced guys. It was really tough for us. We had so much good talent in the team and a lot of guys at about at the same level. So we really made a choice based on their fitness at that moment and also how well the skills meshed in the team. So we made a kind of a late decision to bring 2 sprinters, and that changed the composition of the team a little bit. Guys like Eisel are really versatile. He can do the work at the front. He can also lead out. So that brought him onto the roster. And, you know, we had to make some last kind of minute alignments on that. So I think that worked out pretty well. We had pretty much the guys we thought we'd have early in the season, but when Rogers and Gerdemann just weren't going to be able to make it, we kind of shifted to support some of the young sprinters and try and do something for the flat stages. Yeah,
certainly perhaps not the Tour team you thought you'd bring 6-8 months ago, but that's just sort of the nature of the beast, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we really had hopes for Linus. He'd had such a great tour last year, and Rogers has, you know, had tough luck. He was in the virtual yellow jersey, and we wanted to give him a shot, but they just were not going to be able to compete in this race. Yeah. And we were lucky that we were able to kind of shift gears and refocus a little bit, really support Kim still with Lokvist and Sutsov, and obviously George is a road captain. But then we kind of realigned kind of multi-purpose riders. Adam Hansen earned his way on the roster late. He rode a great Giro. You saw him here. I mean, he did a 3K time trial there towards the end, and nobody could come around him. And that's a sort of you know, opportunity you have to have in the team when a guy really shines, really works for the team, that he can, you know, be in the big game here.
I know for the North American audience, a little disappointing not to see Michael Berry at the race, Velo News diarist as well. So.
I think Michael had a really tough season last year. He was a candidate to make the team, but we really looked for somebody who could fill these dual roles. You know, can work hard in the flats if we needed to support Kim, but also be able to mix it up in the sprints and really have the technical experience for that lead out.
I know you're a busy man. You've got a lot going on. How big of a relief is it for you to have this Columbia on your shirt, to scratch that off the to-do list?
Well, you know, I don't think anything ever comes off the list. I'm really happy that we've got Columbia on board as a long-term partner. It's a big step forward, obviously, for our program. I think it really is for the sport, too. They're the type of sponsors we want to see in cycling. You know, they're all about an active outdoor lifestyle, and, you know, they're focused on both the American and European markets. So it's a great fit kind of at every level. And I'm just really happy to see their enthusiasm.
Pretty phenomenal that in the span of just a few weeks, the 2 North American programs, Slipstream and High Road, signed the American-based sponsors with international interest. Just curious, I mean, we've got these 2 American programs. At one point, you were both searching for a similar type of sponsor. Mm-hmm. Is there a bit of a rivalry between the 2 teams?
Oh, you know, I don't think so at all. We're rivals with everybody on the bike for sure, but I think our philosophies and our goals are very much aligned with Slipstream, and now Garmin. You know, we talk a lot. You know, we share similar anti-doping programs. We work together to really represent the sport well, particularly in North America. I don't feel there's any rivalry at all. In fact, I'm comforted by the fact that they're out there and they're people that we can talk with and work together, you know, on and off the bike. So I think that the 2 of us in the market is actually a big plus for the sport, and we enjoy working together.
Yeah, maybe a less heralded fact than it should be that this is the first Tour de France with 2 American squads in the race?
Well, I think it shows that the sport is healthy in North America in particular, and that it's got, I think, a bright future. So, and I think these are teams that are trying to do the right things. They really, I think, represent more the long-term direction of the sport, the future of the sport. And we're happy to be able to work with them, CSC, and other teams that are really kind of pushing change in the sport. So the more the merrier for that party. And I see more and more, this is economic validation that that's what you have to do. You have to run a credible program. You have to fight for positive change. And I think you got to be competitive. You don't really change anything if you're not competitive in the race. But if you show you can be an entertaining, exciting team and a credible team, that's a great package for sponsors, and that's what we're trying to do.
Well, there's no question that with near 50 wins heading into the Tour de France, you've done that. I know it would have been very satisfying to take yellow today, but there's 20 stages to go.
Well, and that's exactly the way we're looking at it. This is, 20 more one-day races for us. We're going to protect Kim, and we've got GC ambitions, but we've got a good squad here, and we're going to take any chance we get for any success we can. And that's the main thing. I mean, you just got to be in the fight. You don't have to win. You just have to be there and show that you can compete.
I know there are a lot of fans back home that are anticipating, really looking forward for a Columbia win, so hopefully we'll be talking to you again back behind the podium.
Well, that'll, I think, make us all very happy, so we'll work toward that.
All right, thanks, Bob.
Thank you, Neil.